I swear on my life, his body moved in the coffin. It was subtle, a twitch really, but enough to send chills down my spine and make the hairs on my arms stand on end. We were lowering Prince Dapo's coffin into the ground, the red earth ready to swallow him whole, when it happened. Even now, years later, the memory makes me shiver. Our village sat nestled near the Nigerian border, a place where time seemed to move slower, dictated by the rhythms of the seasons and the ancient traditions passed down through generations. Life was simple, peaceful even. That is, until Prince Dapo arrived. He came in a flurry of dust and bravado, his entourage a small army of stern-faced men and women laden with trunks and chests. Word had spread like wildfire through the surrounding villages about Prince Dapo, a man known for his quick temper and even quicker punishments. He claimed he sought peace and tranquility in our humble village, a respite from the burdens of his position. Nobody believed him. His eyes, dark and restless, scanned our faces like a hawk searching for prey, and his smile never quite reached them. Even the village elders, hardened by years of mediating disputes and appeasing spirits, seemed uneasy in his presence. It started subtly at first, whispers in the marketplace about strange occurrences in the dead of night. Goats went missing, their pens undisturbed, and the dogs that usually barked at the moon remained eerily silent. My cousin, Abini, swore she saw a tall figure cloaked in shadows lurking near the well one night, but when she called out, it vanished. Then came the whispers about the prince himself. He kept to himself mostly, confined to the largest hut in the village, which had been hastily prepared for his arrival. The windows were always shuttered, cloaked in an unnatural darkness, and the villagers spoke in hushed tones of the heavy curtains he insisted on hanging over all the mirrors. One evening, while delivering food to the prince's hut, I overheard a snatch of conversation that sent a shiver down my spine. He was speaking to one of his guards, his voice low and menacing. "And the girl? Have you found one yet?" The guard mumbled a reply, too low for me to discern, but the prince's next words rang clear as a bell. "See that you do. Time is of the essence." Fear, like a noxious weed, took root in the village. Parents kept their children close, and the once vibrant marketplace grew quiet as people avoided lingering after dark. Even during the day, an oppressive atmosphere hung over us, heavy with unspoken dread. The prince's behavior grew increasingly erratic. He would summon villagers at odd hours, interrogating them about local legends and ancient rituals, his questions probing, unsettling. He seemed particularly interested in stories of the old gods, the ones worshipped before the arrival of the missionaries, and the rituals used to appease them. Then, one morning, the unthinkable happened. The prince was found dead in his hut. The details were hushed up, but whispers spread like wildfire through the village. They found him lying in his bed, eyes wide with a look of terror etched on his face, and clutched in his lifeless hand a single black feather. The village elders, their faces etched with worry, decided on a swift burial. The prince's body, prepared according to local custom, was laid out in the main hut, surrounded by flickering candles and the mournful chants of the village women. The air hung thick with incense, a futile attempt to mask the stench of fear that permeated everything. The funeral procession to the burial grounds was a somber affair. The sky, normally a brilliant blue, was choked with thick gray clouds that mirrored the oppressive mood. As we lowered the coffin into the ground, I felt a tremor run through the ropes. Then I saw it. A slight shift, a twitch of the prince's body within the coffin. Panic welled up inside me, choking me, but I dared not speak. That night, Abini disappeared. We searched for her until dawn, our calls echoing unanswered through the deserted village. The only trace of her we found was a single black feather, identical to the one found with the prince, lying on the threshold of her hut. My uncle, his eyes filled with a grief I had never witnessed before, pulled me aside the next day. "They are never content with just one," he said, his voice raspy with unshed tears. "They take what they want, these creatures, and leave only sorrow in their wake." His words, cryptic yet heavy with meaning, confirmed my worst fears. Something dark and sinister had descended upon our village, something ancient and evil, and it had taken Abini. I knew then that I couldn't stay, not while whatever had claimed the prince and my cousin still lingered in the shadows. So I left. I packed what few belongings I had and slipped away under the cover of darkness, leaving behind the only home I had ever known. The memory of that village, of Prince Dapo's arrival and Abini's disappearance, still haunts my dreams. And the image of that coffin, shifting subtly in the earth, continues to send chills down my spine to this day. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more and better contents like this.